I think today is the worst, is the day that we as Kenyans have sunk the lowest ever. Because what did I just watch during the demonstration that took place in Nairobi just today? What is that I watched? Did I just see goons who had been hired, who were walking in town to fight those people who had come to peacefully demonstrate? And on top of that, they were being given security by none other than our police. What is that I just watched? Did I just see a police officer just shoot someone live on camera and then walk away? Someone who was not armed, someone who was just selling masks. Why are we driving our country into anarchy to Kiona? Why are we doing this to our country? This is very, very sad. Why are we pushing our country into anarchy? Anyway, guys, before I continue, before I say how much, because today I'm so mad, and it's a sad day at the same time. Before I speak so much about what happened today in Mandamano, if you are new here and you're coming here for the first time, kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do so, na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You are helping this platform grow each and every single day. And as I've said, if you want us to support, if you are looking for a platform whereby you can use to market your business or anything or a product that you have, kindly feel free to reach out so that we can partner, we can see how much we can help you grow, and we can also help this platform grow. So kindly do so. And if you feel like you want to support this platform financially in any shape or form, the number is always there. Kindly, you can do it also. So back to my video. Today is a very sad day. And it is a time that we as Kenyans, we as the government, as the president, we need to sit and reflect. Because we are pushing this country into anarchy. We are pushing this country into a country of lawlessness. Because the things that are happening, the things that we are tolerating, the things that we are seeing, that we are trying to see that it's normal, is now becoming, the things that are abnormal are now becoming normal in this country. And it will reach a point that that will be the way people will be operating in this country. And when that point comes, it will be so hard to reverse. We need to think. We need to think as a country, and we need to think hard. I'm going to analyze this video in two points. Why do we have on that aspect of the goons? Because the politics of using goons has been something that has been there for so long, and we have tolerated this, and we have let this thing happen. And it has now reached a point that if decisive actions are not taken, then trust you me, this country will slide into a level whereby it will be so hard to reverse. Anyway, guys, I just want to show you these videos, because as I always say, on this platform we show you evidence, and then we come with a good analysis, and then we come with our analysis. So watch these videos, and then I will come back.
Goons over here versus Kenyans over here. Kenyans are throwing stones at the goons, who are so many in number. Goons wanatoroshwa. Kenyans wamefukuza goons for the third time today. Na wamechoma pikipiki za goons. The second pikipiki is right over there. First one ni ile niko pale nyuma.
serikali imemuua. Sakaja na Gaucho. Gaucho. Vijana wametoka sijui huko mitaa gani wanakuja tawala polisi wanawalinda, wanavuruga sisi watu wenye tumekuja kupigania nchi tunapigwa na polisi na tunapigwa na Goons. Ni sawa. Round hii tuko na nyinyi. Sakaja we are watching you. Mmetanganya mzae na 2 milioni na kachizi lakini hawezi tuchizisha sisi. Tupatieni 2 milioni sisi wote basi muone kata tulia. Tuwezi tulia, hiyo ni ufala. And this is not just about Albert Ojwang. Kuna watu 199 wameuliwa na hii serikali. Watu 199 watu wengine sana wako misi. Wengi sana. So this is not just about Albert Ojwang. Alipa babake lakini sisi bado tunaumwa. Sisi bado tumejaa. Sisi bado tunataka Ruto must go. Akona kipara lakini lazima zakayo. 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 Akona kipara lakini lazima
Igwe! Siku zote. Igwe! Gavana Igwe! Sakaja! Tumelinda jiji. Na tuwaogopi wakuja sasa. Wakuje sasa. Igwe siku zote. Mbwekse tuko hapo.
Sakaja Mbwekse.
Mbwekse. Siku zote. Kuja.
Tiwa wenyu.
Amepiga risasi kwa kichwa.
Sasa tunafurahia movement hapa na
nini hasa umefanyika tueleze?
ndio hiyo sasa hizo nini zinarushwa hizo mavitu zinarushwa. One of us can
If those videos do not prick your conscience, if those videos do not disturb your mind, then trust you me, you have lost your conscience completely. You have lost your humanity. You are no longer a human being, you are an animal. And for that, you don't even need to exist. Because, tell me why a police officer, even after everything, even after the story of Ojwang, even after everything that had happened, a police officer, knowing very well that anaonekana, we know him, he can be seen, he's being recorded, because in such maandamanos, cameras are always everywhere. If it's not camera of the media houses, it is the camera, it is the phone cameras. People are recording you. You take a gun and you shoot someone who is unharmed, who has surrendered, who has lifted his hand up, who is just saying that, hey, I'm just selling masks, I have known nothing wrong. And then you walk away. You have family, you have children, you have a wife. How do you walk away? How does your conscience, how do you live with that? How do you live with that? Unaishi aje na kitu kama hiyo? How does your children see you? Because your children will see this video. You are always being told the internet never forgets. The internet never forgets. That child that you love so much, that you're caring, that you're providing for him, that it makes you go outside there and do all those things because you want to be seen as you're the only officer who is working. How will that child see you? How does your wife see you? How does your mother, the one who raised you, when she sees those videos, how does he see you? Anaona mtoto wake amegeuka, amekuwa mnyama. He's no longer a human being. You people sit down and ask yourself, is it really worth it? Because you are taking souls that will haunt you for the rest of your life, souls that will haunt your children, souls that will never let you rest. The guiltiness will eat you up, if for generations. The things you are doing will eat your generations. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this to our fellow citizens? We are pushing Kenyans to a level whereby they will lose complete trust in the government and the police, and in return they will start retaliating. Why are we pushing Kenyans to that level? Why? What is so difficult by just letting these people demonstrate peacefully? Let them walk. In the evening they will go home. We have seen peaceful demonstrations where properties have not been stolen, where nothing has been destroyed. Why are we pushing people into this level of reactions? We are pushing people so much. And you police officers, you know very well that at the end of the day, wewe ndo utabeba mzigo yako peke yako. Look at that guy who is in the police cell right now for the case of Albert. Anabeba mzigo yake peke yake. When will you ever learn? Mtakaa chini mjifunze lini? Is it so hard to follow the law? Is it so hard to say that as much as you have been trained? Or what kind of training do those people go through? Maybe I fail to understand. Someone is unarmed. Someone doesn't have a gun. Someone is not fighting you back. Why are you just turning your gun and you shooting at him? Have you sat down and asked yourself about watoto wa huyo jamaa? Because he has a family. Where does he go to? Where does the family start? Where does the children, if they are depending on him? You have taken a life of a breadwinner on a family. You have taken a life. You have taken someone's husband's life. You have taken someone's husband, like children have lost their father. They no longer have their father. How will they live? They will live with some bitterness in their heart. And they will one day revenge into someone else. Why are we turning our society into a society of heartless people? Because tell me the children of that man that you have just shot, how will they live with that? How will they ever look at police officers, knowing very well that their father was shot live on camera? Because that clip will live for ages and for years. It will never go away. The pain that you people are causing to Kenyans, it is unimaginable. And it is time for you people to sit down and reflect. Because you are pushing Kenyans into a point whereby they will start retaliating, and it will be bad. That is the point whereby we will lose this country. Let us love our country. Let us know that what we are controlling are fellow human beings who have emotions like you, who have feelings like you, who can also get wild like you. You are not the only one who can get wild. We have Kenyans are human beings. They can also decide, sawa, we have done enough. Wacha pia sisi let us look at these things critically. Why are we pushing Kenyans to this level? It is sad. The police, the government must sit down and reflect about these things. Because this country, we need to live in harmony. We need to live in peace. But if all the time it's the police, it's the police, it's the police, it's the police, how do you want to live? People get abducted, they are found somewhere dead. Everything happens. Every day we just wake up to something new, something weird. It is very bad for a country to work like this. It is very bad. And then another thing, you take up goons. Goons that we know very well, these people have been hired by a certain politician, by a certain cabal of politicians. Because you can see how they are organized. They have motorbikes that have been fueled. They have rungus that are new, that they are protecting the street. They are coming out to deal with the police, and to make the matters worse, they are walking and the police are doing nothing to them. And then someone who doesn't have anything, doesn't have a rungu, is shot. Tell me how painful that is. Tell me if that is not painful. That we have people who have been given just few money because they have been given something very small. Even if it is 5,000, even if they have been given 2,000, tell me, is it worth it? Wewe unaamka asubuhi, unaenda mahali, unapatiwa 1,000 ama 2,000 ama 500, unabeba rungu unaenda tao. And then you risk your life. Like there's someone who has been beaten there. Motorbike yake kachomwa. You can see there was a guy who was roughed up and was beaten thoroughly. I hear that even another person was killed in that nini. That one I cannot confirm. But there was a guy there who was beaten thoroughly. Tell me, for how long will we young people, because the problem in this country, and I will say, if there's a problem, if there are people who will bring problems in this country, are the millennials. Millennials are the worst people that this country will have to deal with. Because we have people who are so tribal. We have people who are so much like their brain. I don't know even how they reason. Because akili ingine unashangaa huyu mtu akona akili ingine ama ni hii. The way they talk, the way they reason, you find someone who has gone to school but he's so tribal. He's so vengeful in the way he talks. And then you wonder, and then they talk that tribalism, they cover it with so much good English. Until you wonder, where did you go to school? Why did you go to school surely? Did you just go to school so that you can end up as a tribal and just a tribal bigot? Like you're just a waste of education, you're just a waste of everything. And those who have not gone to school are worse. The way they reason, you look at them. You unaangalia mtu akiongea, anafungua mdomo, anaongea, and you're like, oh my God, what is this? Is this even a person? Is this even a person you can reason with? We want to build our society. Those people who are carrying those rungus and everything, you must ask yourself, because you will not be the way you are forever. What kind of a future are you putting for your child? Because most of you there have kids. If you are not a father somewhere, then you are a baby daddy to someone. Ask yourself, what kind of life do you want your child to live? Which country do you want your child to inherit? We mwenyewe. And one day when you are old, because this energy, kukimbia, kujichocha, it will one day come to an end. When you sit back and look back at all the things you did, will you be proud of yourself? Will you be proud of yourself? Why should we allow to be used by a politician? Why should we use to be mobilized to go and hurt a fellow Kenyan who has done nothing but to demonstrate, who has just exercising his right in the constitution? This politics of goons, it is high time we as Kenyans have a conversation about this politics of goons. It is high time we put an end to this politics of goons. Because if there is one thing that will destroy this country, is we allowing every politician to have goons. We must look at countries like Salvador, how they ended up. Countries like that country, that Haiti and everything. It all started this way. Right now, everyone has goons. Every politician in Nairobi has goons. Every politician in this country has goons. Then this goon one day they will transition. They will start now. It will reach a point. It will become so normal, and now they will stop having rungus. They will start having weapons, and that is how this country will go into anarchy completely forever, and will never. And to reverse it will be very hard. Look at Haiti. Haiti started like this. Politicians were allowed. Every politician will have a group. Look at that country. That country is now so hard to bring it back to 80s. And it is sad to say that we are pushing this country to the state of Haiti. The politicians are pushing these people to that state. And we the young people, we the Kenyan people, it is high time we rise up and we cut this thing completely. Because if we don't cut this tree and we let it grow and we water it and we let politicians continue watering this tree, I'm telling you, for God's sake, the reality is it will reach a point that it will be so hard to reverse this process. So we need to have a conversation. We cannot have everyone that people walk with rungus in town and it looks very normal. We cannot have this thing that everyone, now for you to be a politician, you must have a set of goons. We are driving this country into a very, 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 very bad direction. And most of you can't see. But the day that you people will open your eyes, it might be too late. Because I'm telling you, it is penetrating even in the most remote parts of this country. Even the MCS in our villages will start having goods if they have not started at all. That nowadays every politician, anywhere they go, they have some set of goons who are willing to fight and to kill for him. Look at the story of the member of parliament who just passed on recently. Look at the confessions. And that is a village. That is somewhere in a village. We need to sit down and have serious talk. We need to find a way of ending this. Right? And the people who need to take the center stage is right from the president, Adukuji. Otherwise, we will not have a country. And if these are the trends, I wonder what will happen in the near future. We need to sit down and have this conversation. Because if this country doesn't sit down and have this conversation, it will reach a point that it will be so hard. Right now, we are normalizing everything. Tribalism has been so much normalized. Politicians speak the way they want. Kenyans talk the way they want. Police operate the way they want. Sasa, who should fear who anymore in this society? Who should fear who? Who should respect who? Because the citizens should respect the police, but the police are behaving in a manner like this to suggest that they don't need any respect from Kenyans. Let us sit down and have a conversation as a country. This is so deep. Whatever happened today, it is so deep. Let us sit down and have a conversation. Especially we Kenyans, not the politicians. And if you are a politician who still have a heart, who still love this country, let us sit down and have a conversation and see how we are going to fix this country. Because trust you me, it is not good. It is not good. It is not good. I see young people wanaongea na kifua, wanajipiga na kifua, hakuna story itafanyika town, wanabeba marungu, wanafanya everything. And you know, when things get hard, when people are starting to be, huyo mtu mwenye aliwapeleka town ndiye ataanza kuwakula mmoja akificha evidence. Mbona mnajieka? Why are you putting your life at risk? Is it worth it? For 500, for 1000? Yani kaa chini ujiulize. And that's why unaona, I'm still in shock. I'm still wondering how do you reason? Like, what push you to reason like this as a human being? Ni nini na kusukuma ufikirie that this is normal? Because it is not. It is not normal for you to reason like this. It is not normal. Anyway, guys, today was a very sad day, and I wish it never happens again. I wish we never see someone being shot live on camera like that again. I wish it never happened. And I wish that the police will sit back and start now being responsible and being humane. And I wish the government will start now, our president will sit down and reflect and start now finding a way of bringing this country together. And all the other politicians and all the other stakeholders, we need to have a conversation. We are not heading in the right direction. We need to stop all this, because it is sad. It is sad. It is sad. It is sad. So anyway, you can share your views in the comment section, but above it all, remain respectful. Share what you feel about this country, because we love this country. We have no any other country to run to. This is the only country that we have. We have nowhere to run to. This is our place. This is our home. So we need to contribute in terms of making this country grow and this country develop. So let us have that conversation today. Let us have that conversation in the comment section. Let people come out. And please, hapana tukana watu. Stop pointing fingers. Stop insulting people. Just come out and tell us, how do you feel about all this? We need to stop this. So thank you, until next time, bye.